Oh. Help. It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Right then, this is Mars Matrix on the Sega Dreamcast. All I know about this is it's a vertical shoot 'em up. Okay. Oh, I want those. I believe. I watched a video. It was Classic Game Room playing it, and I thought that looks interesting. It's going to kick my ass, almost certainly. Oh, you can touch them, or rather, you don't touch them. Oh my god! Yeah, okay then. What button do you... You have this kind of shield thing that you can defend against them, and I don't know what button it is. What button is it? Not that one either. Okay, gonna have to find that button. Name entry, continue, yes. Don't know how. Oh god. Okay, that shield, I want that shield, I don't know how to use it. What do we do? Good god. Alright, that, I don't know how that did that. Okay, we'll just use that one. No? Okay, we'll just die. That'll do it. Oh god. Picking up these funny gold blocks boosts your main weapon. What the hell? You're having a laugh. No! Oh. Good. Oh. Oh. Help. No, 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 no. Bloody Nora. Oh, God almighty. That's mental. The shield thing is not working for me. I don't know how to... It's like I push the button to trigger it and it is late. It seems to trigger about a second after I press the button, if at all. Which is not helpful. Oh god. Arse. Game over, man. Yeah. Mars Matrix. Sega Dreamcast. Rock hard. Haven't really figured out how to play it and how to use the shieldy thing. Need more time on that, I think. Worth a look. I mean, if you've got one of these GDMU things in your Dreamcast, well worth a download. Especially if you like shoot 'em ups, which I do, even though I suck at them. Okay, thank you for watching. Hello, today's question for Q&A comes from Sean Woolfenden. Link to his channel down there. Sean asks, for Q&A, have I asked this one before? No, thank you for watching. I've used that joke far too often, but it's too good to waste. What system's release hype totally gripped you, and then when you saved up and it came out, was one big letdown and felt like you had wasted your money? I'd say for me it was the Gamecube. it wasn't that much of a leap for a Nintendo console compared to the PS2 or Xbox, as it had a lot of cut down ports and graphics, etc., and I can only recall a handful of good games. Earlier to that, I'd say the original Game Boy. Nintendo did a good trick of making the screen very easy to use on ads, etc., but until you got one in your hand, it was a game in itself to get the right viewing angle. Good point about the Game Boy screen, yeah. It was hard work. It wasn't really until the Game Boy Pocket that the Game Boy was probably as good as it should have been. But yeah, system that gripped me with hype and I was then disappointed in. The answer, if I want to be really answer it precisely, what one that I saved up for and was then disappointed by? None, because I've never bought a system from brand new and been all hyped up and thought this is going to be great, and then it wasn't. Because I haven't bought that many systems from brand new, and I've always known what to expect because I read about them well in advance. Systems that I bought the moment that they came out, I can think of none. I always waited until the first price drop, and by then they were always a known. You knew what to expect. I never saved up and bought something as soon as it came out. Having said that, there is a system that I encountered when it was new that I thought was a bit of a cop-out, a bit no big deal after the system it was coming after, and that was the Wii. I had access to a Gamecube and was familiar with what that could do. I'm not a fan of the Gamecube. I haven't got one now, because if I want to play Gamecubes, and there are only 2 Gamecubes I want to play, and that's Double Dash and God, it's back there. One of the Star Wars games, Road Leader 2, yeah, or whatever. What was I saying? Yeah, so I was familiar with the Gamecube, and then the Wii came out. Andrea bought one because she wanted to play Mario Kart Wii, and honestly I thought, what a piece of junk. Or not so much a piece of junk, but this is just a Gamecube in a smaller box with an annoying fancy controller. Not a fan of the Wiimote. So in a lot of ways for me it was a step back. The graphics were better a little bit, but given that it wasn't HD when PS3 and stuff like that were already a thing, I was wholly unimpressed. I've got a Wii now. I've got it so that I can play Double Dash and that Star Wars game, and that's about. I've got Wii Sports Resort, which is amusing, but honestly it's not a must buy. Yeah, the massive hype, and lots of people bought it for the novelty of that controller. But as is now known, and people realised it after not very long, lots of people bought the system. Not many people bought games because shovelware was a thing, and so much software that came out for it was honestly shite. It was novelty software aimed at your granny, really. And I was wholly unimpressed. Right from the word go I was unimpressed. I thought the controller, if you wanted to play normal proper video games, it was a piece of junk. You had to buy that Pro controller, and then you had the whole issue of batteries were running flat, and the controller itself was a pain in the ass because the lead came out of the bottom instead of the top, and I just hated it. What do I think of it now? I keep thinking about putting custom firmware on it so that I could download tons and tons of games and put them all on a hard drive. and I don't bother because there's nothing on it I want to play that I haven't got, which is like 3 games, 4 games. Yeah, I just don't do Nintendo. I haven't been impressed with anything Nintendo have done to the point that I've wanted it since, well, I love the GBA, and I like the 3DS, but because of the Sega games, the Sega arcade games. I don't give a damn about the Nintendo games, and I haven't given a damn about Nintendo games since the GBA and the SNES. And really it's just all about Mario Kart and Star Wing and a few others. I love the Virtual Boy. It's the one everyone loves to say is rubbish, but I think it's great. Yeah. So, no, while I've never bought anything and been really disappointed, if there is one, if I had bought it myself, it would have been the Wii. It just wasn't. It just wasn't worth buying, unless you wanted a small Gamecube. That, I guess, is a good thing. If you want to play Gamecube games and you don't want to take up that much space, and you want to play Wii games as well, like, honestly, actually, I think Double Dash is a better game than Mario Kart Wii, but Mario Kart Wii is at least bigger. Yeah, Wii, that would have to be my answer. Thoroughly meh. Okay, anyone else who's got any questions they would like answering in a video like this, leave your questions in the comments below. Begin your question with for Q&A, so I know not to just answer it in the comments. Before I go, what's coming up? As you may be aware, I am moving in with Joe. Going through, it's a slow process because I have like 4 weeks notice to give on my room over in Worksop, so plenty of time to move stuff here. Not much room to move stuff here, but I have more consoles and computers readily accessible to make videos with here, even though I actually I'm in a little alcove. I've got more stuff accessible for reasons. And soon I will show you my gaming corner. That's what it is, it's a gaming corner. But I mean, one of the things that I've dug out that I had just sitting in a box unused for ages is my PlayStation TV, hence TKX. I played that again last night and was reminded why. It's bloody awesome. I never spent a lot of time on it previously. It's like I played it, realised it was great, didn't play it again. Played it yesterday and it was like, wow, this is just gobsmackingly awesome. Loved it. Anyway, that's coming up. I'll shut up now. Thank you for watching.
Yes, Your Majesty, it would be... What the bloody hell? Okay, which smart-ass rigged the subscribe button to the teleporter?